UFC GOAT and former light heavyweight and heavyweight champion Jon Jones has been working tirelessly to reach the front of the coveted UFC White House card in June 2026. While Jones remains one of the most recognizable names in the sport, having retired last summer before immediately retiring after it was revealed the UFC planned to hold an event on the White House lawn in 2026, UFC President Dana Blanco has publicly stated that he doesn't trust Jones to lead what he has declared will be both the greatest and worst card the promotion has ever put on. However, the former champion still holds out hope that the promotion's chairman will change his mind about the White House, going so far as to state on camera on Thursday's Dirty Boxing that he repeatedly wants to fight on the big event, and begged White to include him on the card. Jon Jones begs Dana White to let him fight at the White House, loudly crying, "Folded hands. Dana, please, brother. I'm training, I feel great, I'm healthy. It's a great honor for me to represent our country. I really hope this happens," Jones said Friday, referring to his potential fight in DC next summer, before making a direct plea to the people in charge. "Dana, brother, please, brother, please. I'm training, I feel good, I'm healthy. And it would be a great honor for me to represent our country and do my best." Jones's career, while certainly remarkable, has been marred by numerous controversies. However, it may not be his past that is making White reluctant to put him in the headliner role. The most likely reason White feels he can't trust Jones is the events that occurred this year regarding the UFC Heavyweight Championship. The UFC was eager to make a fight that would have pitted him against former interim and current undisputed champion Tom Aspinall, who had just had a championship fight at UFC 321 and been given a no contest after a punch to the eye from challenger Cyril Gane prevented him from continuing. However, Jones, after initially verbally accepting the fight, went back on his word and decided to withdraw, leaving Aspinall as the undisputed champion and setting up a fight against former heavyweight contender Gane, whom Jones had previously submitted in a title fight in March 2023. Therefore, White and his fellow matchmakers, Sean Selby and Mick Maynard, likely don't want someone they deem unreliable, not to mention old and unreliable, to be the one they're promising, only to have a change of heart and decide not to fight. As for potential opponents, Aspinall remains an option, although a rematch with Gane appears to be his top priority, which, given the short duration of the first fight, could happen in the coming months. Jones could be Aspinall's next challenger if he can defeat Gane, but he could also consider a fight against current UFC light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira, something Jones himself suggested after the anticlimactic 321 final on Saturday night.